Time to choose your mental ability. These are upgradable play styles from the other players. And if you're good, you'll have the opportunity to activate even more. Okay, let's review everything before you get under the bright lights. Once you hit that confirm button, your road to glory begins. Welcome to National Signing Day. If you have aspirations to see the field early, pay close attention to the depth chart. And don't worry, if you didn't get your dream scholarship, you can always walk on at any school. Plus, as we all well know by now, the transfer portal is always there in case you need a change of scenery down the line.
Let's see. Baylor sounds nice. I won't start. Syracuse. Oh boy, y'all chose F11. This gonna be like that. At least give me a school I wanna go to. Mm. I'll start in front of Dwayne. Javier Senior. None of these sound attractive. Damn. We. Mm, that's ACC.
Now it's time to pack your bags and start your journey down the road to glory. Good luck on your career, and I'll be rooting for you. Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and
We're
gain
keeping
more
those.
play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
Hey, it's whatever, coach. I done heard all this shit before, bro. 14 is not going to work, coach. Just I'm trying to get this known right now. 2.0, that's it. Light work. No, we need that speed now. Remember, I can't call hot routes. And no one else is.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Leaves it with the back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's
Throw some
down.
hot routes. We're going to have to throw like 3 touchdowns.
First snap of this drive comes from
I don't
the
got
32.
it. I don't even got no extra plays.
Trying to seal the edge on
That's
the
what
right.
happens when you skip high school.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How
Straight
about
from
the old toss
TYC.
play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he grabs it at the 15.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It has been all defense all the time in the early going. It certainly reflects that. First play of the period will be a second down.
I'm having audibles.
Gonna run it. It's White. Fighting off the defender. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They'll run it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Turning it on! He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
That is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. The receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. On the option. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's White. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Jackson going to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Nice
He
block.
gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grab the short pass to put... Starting this third quarter on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run.
It's a seam wide open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Give to the running back.
Back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. Sends it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They won it up. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Jackson will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to...
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. On the run, it's White. Quick spin on the run. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Looking down the left side. Touchdown, Mountain. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better.
I don't think this is a good start. You okay, baby? You hot?
Welcome to Eden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move, it's White. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Tempo and overdrive.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to...
I had
trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the...
They'll run the toss. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Got a man. It's White. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Dances away. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, West Virginia. Snap. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as...
He's got it inside the 25. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Slings it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
That's caught. It's Vaughn.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Motion from the wideout. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there. To the air on first down. Extending the play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shakes off the defender. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Might be looking to run. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Jackson will throw. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Bray. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Rush is on him. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's White. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got him downfield. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Bray. And they make the stop And this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! Give to the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. 1st down and more. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And the defense, got him at the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to...
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Touch pass on the line. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Same shit.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, y'all. I'm back. Backyard brawl.
Toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
If these the only 2 plays
That's
they're
not
about to
the
give,
intention
man, I
once
can't do this.
First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sideline.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Now improvising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Jackson will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going up top. He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional.
He's
They have
taking
not
out the
been able to
gas,
throw the
right?
football. Guys, they haven't thrown a complete.
He's taking the shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, no backyard is safe when the Panthers and Mountaineers get together, and that's the case again today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys.
Yes, they look better than Angel shoe, but always remember one thing. The last time Reebok had a signature shoe, it was Allen Iverson. The first shoe in 20 years? I mean, Yeah, them Cookie Monsters is tough. Alright, we're gonna stop bullshitting.
West Virginia has it, and the
We ain't
offense
got no
ready to go
points.
to work.
Can't call no audibles. Can't call no hot
Jackson gonna
route.
throw it.
Big ol' egg.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete
He caught
downfield.
it.
Makes the grab and knocked
Man,
down,
get
and
to
he's
hurry
got
up
it
and
on the
time.
25-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down.
Outside with it. Who? Nope. This nigga right here.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air.
We're out of there, bro.
Quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Bro, give me another
Just a
play,
great
coach.
job defensively.
Y'all don't give me 4 plays this whole game. The same 4.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage.
They're not working, bro.
You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job
Yeah,
rushing
hurry
the
up
passer.
with it. Yeah.
The
Gotcha.
Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapted. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football
right
game.
now. Oh,
right
shit.
back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one would have been picked off and he would have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that...
Yep, that's not gonna work.
of loud. Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will put total weather to crank us up. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Back to throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. He's gonna take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Kearney on the Jets. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Moore to the air. Under fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down. The 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Makes his man miss. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's first and goal.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's second and long. Moore will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a great for a big play. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a first and 10. Steps away. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Oh, what a move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
If you're going to throw a comeback in man-to-man, I got to trust my guy is going to beat that guy. And this quarterback, you could tell, really did a good job of trusting his wide receiver, and that's why he gets the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it! Finds a seam! Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to...
He lets it fly. Slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Wide open spaces. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Longhorns are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds space on the right. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. Last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this QB's really feeling comfortable.
Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return. Bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Benson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone ties us up. And tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt. Two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Creates a little space. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. It's a running room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got his man on the outside. He breaks a tackle.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Here comes the heat. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, do you want to send them home with an L and go for 2? Or you want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. He is in. The 2-point conversion is good, and they win the game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it.